Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Julie Chrisley's life in prison revealed by former inmate, from her quiet first days to becoming a card shark. A former inmate is looking back on her time behind bars with Julie Chrisley. During an appearance on the March 25th episode of Savannah Chrisley's Unlocked, Sharita Mona, who served 8 months alongside Julie, 52, in FMC Lexington in Kentucky, recalled her first encounter with the Chrisley Knows Best alum. She smiled, but you could tell she was in deep thought, she shared. She was thinking about getting where she had to go. And a few people spoke to her, but she was to her, she was by herself and kinda just with herself. She was real quiet. Mona, who is releasing a new book Letters to My Daughters from the Inside on April 1st, recalled Julie being a little card shark while playing cards with the other ladies. She was playing cards, and so she played cards with some girls I was friends with, she explained. And they said, "Oh, we gotta introduce you to Julie." And so we spoke, but they were, like, deep into their game. It wasn't until later when we started working together that we connected, she added, noting that they began working together within Julie's first 2 or 3 weeks behind bars. Mona recalled that Julie was most concerned about her family during that time, saying, "She's worried about you all, she loves you all. You are her world." Savannah, 27, agreed, sharing, "She is. That's what I tell everybody. Like, there was never a time where I was like, where is mom? Where like, is she gonna be at school today? She was always there. Always. That's just her biggest thing, is just worried about her kids. Like, forget about her. She can do what she needs to do, but, like, her kids are her number one focus," Savannah added. Before receiving reduced sentences in 2023, Julie was sentenced to 7 years in November 2022 while her 55-year-old husband, Todd, received a 12-year sentence for fraud and tax evasion. They have continued appealing their cases since reporting to their respective prisons in January 2023. After Julie's appeal was granted in April 2024 and her 7-year sentence was vacated months later, she was resentenced to the same 84 months of prison she previously received. At the time, Todd's sentence was upheld. Later in the podcast, Savannah saw that her mom was calling and answered amid the recording. When Julie found out that Mona was taking part in the podcast, the reality star said that she was so happy, and added, "I love it." After the brief conversation, the mother-daughter exchanged "I love yous" and Julie said she would call the next day. When Todd and Julie Chrisley, the glamorous stars of Chrisley Knows Best, reported to federal prison in January 2023, the world watched in shock. The couple who built their fame on luxury, family values, and Southern charm suddenly found themselves facing the cold reality of incarceration. For months, fans speculated about how Julie was coping behind bars, with her dignified demeanor and grace under pressure. Now, for the first time, a former inmate from the Lexington Federal Medical Center has shared what life was really like for Julie, from her quiet beginnings to her surprising transformation into one of the prison's most respected and beloved figures. According to The Insider, who spent nearly a year serving time with Julie, the reality star's adjustment was anything but smooth in the beginning. When she first got here, she was quiet, real quiet, the inmate recalled. You could tell she wasn't used to this kind of life. Julie carried herself like a lady, even in prison greens. She'd sit in the corner during mealtimes and keep her head down. Everyone knew who she was, but she didn't act like she was famous. If anything, she looked scared. During those first few weeks, Julie reportedly kept to herself, spending most of her time in the chapel and writing letters. She prayed a lot, the former inmate said. She always had her Bible open. "I think faith was her anchor. Some women come in angry, but Julie came in humble. She never complained, even when the food was bad or when her name got called for kitchen duty." But as time went on, Julie began to find her footing. Her natural warmth, paired with her sharp sense of humor, drew other inmates in. She started opening up, the inmate revealed. We'd sit around after dinner, and she'd tell these funny stories about her family, about Todd always needing everything perfect or how Savannah was the strong one who kept everyone together. She never badmouthed anyone. Even when the topic of her case came up, she'd just sigh and say, "God's got a plan." Interestingly, the source says that Julie's genteel Southern charm made her stand out. Julie didn't fit the typical inmate vibe. She had this motherly presence that a lot of the younger women needed. If someone was crying, she'd be the first to offer a prayer or a snack from her commissary stash. People started calling her Mama Chrisley. It was sweet, and kind of ironic, considering she was one of the most famous moms on TV before she came here. However, it wasn't all quiet grace and faith-filled conversations. As the months rolled by, Julie found a surprising new passion: playing cards. At first, she'd just watch the others play spades or gin rummy, said the former inmate. But one day, someone asked her to join, and she caught on fast. Turns out, she's a total card shark. She's got this little smirk when she's about to win, just like you see on TV when she's about to call Todd out on something. According to those who played with her, Julie became one of the fiercest competitors in the prison's recreation room. She'd sit there with her hair tied up, her glasses on, and just dominate the table. People underestimated her because she was polite and quiet. But when the cards hit the table, she was all strategy. She'd tease people, in the nicest way, saying things like, "Bless your heart, you just walked right into that hand." It became her thing. Everyone wanted to play against her. Beyond cards, Julie also earned respect through her work detail. She volunteered for the prison library, the source explained. She liked to organize the shelves, and she'd recommend books to other women, especially inspirational ones. I remember her saying, "You can't control where you are, but you can control how you grow here." That stuck with a lot of us. Despite her adjustment, Julie's heart remained with her family. She talked about her kids all the time, the inmate shared. Savannah, Chase, Grayson, even Chloe. She missed them terribly. She'd say the hardest part was not being there for the small things: birthdays, dinners, just regular nights at home. She'd get emotional, but she tried to stay strong. She said she had to be, because if she fell apart,
As for Todd
would too. Who's serving his sentence at a different facility in Florida, Julie reportedly kept him close through letters and prayer. Every Sunday, she'd sit by her bunk and write him. She said that even though they were apart, they were still doing time together in spirit. She'd tell us, "Todd needs me to be strong. That's what a wife does." Her resilience and faith didn't go unnoticed. Even the guards liked her, said the insider. She was respectful, never caused trouble. Some inmates play the system or argue over small things, but Julie didn't. She'd say, "I'm just here to serve my time and keep my peace." That's rare. As her time behind bars stretched on, Julie reportedly began mentoring new inmates. She'd help them adjust, give advice, share commissary, tell them where to sit at lunch so they wouldn't get picked on. It's like she made it her mission to bring kindness into a place that doesn't have much of it. Still, there were moments of deep pain. You'd catch her staring out the window sometimes, lost in thought, the former inmate recalled softly. She'd whisper prayers for her family, or talk about missing her mother and home cooking. But she always came back with strength. She'd say, "I'm learning that grace isn't about where you are, it's about who you choose to be." Now, nearly 2 years into her sentence, the source says Julie has become one of the most respected women in the facility. She's still got that southern charm, still loves her coffee with a little extra sugar, and she still smiles even on hard days. But there's a toughness in her now, a quiet strength that only comes from surviving something like this. She's not the same woman who walked in here. She's wiser, calmer. And yes, if you sit down for a game of cards with her, she'll still wipe the floor with you. While the world awaits her release, Julie's transformation behind bars stands as a testament to her enduring spirit. The woman who once ruled reality TV with grace and now rules the prison card table with the same quiet confidence. As her former inmate summed it up, Julie Chrisley may have lost her mansion, but she never lost her class. In here, that counts for everything.